Welcome back to the channel, guys. Whether you are a returning viewer or this is your first time watching, I appreciate you being here. My name is Enrique, and for this one, you're going to be coming along with me on my second fight. Today is Friday, September 20th of the year 2024, and tomorrow, Saturday, September 21st of the year 2024, I am fighting in Santa Cruz, my second PMT amateur kickboxing fight, right? So for today, Friday, guys, I'm about to go cut weight right now, actually. So I'm going to take you along the weight cut, right? Then we're going to go weigh in. Then I'm going to go get a nice meal in after the weigh in. I'll probably start editing the video, what I get today of it. I'll do some stuff around the house. I still have some stuff to iron and stuff, clean up the apartment. And then tomorrow, guys, I just have breakfast. I walk my dog. I do my grooming. We go fight. Then I go get something to eat, get back home, change, shower, unpack everything, right? And then break down the fight. Now, for this one, guys, I told myself and I told you that I was going to be staying active, right? I fought a month and a half ago. I did jiu-jitsu about a month ago as well. And the plan is to stay active, but the difference being that for those preparations, guys, there was no injuries at all. Everything was perfect. So for this one, guys, I was really unsure up until a few weeks ago, right? Right after the jiu-jitsu one about a month ago, if I was even going to fight. Because right now, let me show you, right? My toes, right? You can see they just healed up. But literally 2 weeks ago, they were all fucking cut up and open and shit. I've been having a lot of pain right beneath my calves. I couldn't sprint properly for these few weeks training. I did do some, push-ups and stuff like that. And I was still training at the gym. But the training preparations were not ideal. There were a few injuries. It was painful. But it was one of those situations where it's painful. But if you sack up, you can deal with it, So, of course, I'm going to fight the guy. The event is a bigger event. It has championship belts. I'm not fighting for a championship belt myself, but it is a higher level competition. My opponent is of a higher level. He has 3 more PMTs than I do. He's had amateur Muay Thai fights, so with the elbow pads, where you can elbow people, where you can knee them in the head. Because in a PMT, you can TKO people, you can go hard, but you just can't knock them out. Like, it's not allowed. But I'm not a faggot, guys. I'm not a faggot. I'm ready. I'm mentally there. For me, this is my mindset, right, guys? I already won this fight. Right now, I'm just going to go cut some weight, weigh in. Tomorrow, I'm going to go collect my medal, record a cool video for you guys. But I already won the fight, right? I got the skills. I got the game plan. Everything, guys. I already won the fight. So, of course, we're fighting. And, of course, we're going to stay active. Eventually, I'm going to take my time, heal up some injuries, and keep improving, right? I'm just telling you how it is. I'm authentic. I want you guys to know everything. But anyways, that's the story for now. Now it's time to go cut some weight.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be
Weight cut has been done, guys. Check out these fucking legs. Oof. Oof. Oh, yeah. We're lean, guys. Lean, mean, killing machine. Just stepped out of the shower, guys. Now, once again, we have something special for this video, guys. My last pair of TapouT Vale Tudo shorts. And I say last pair because, well, last pair for now because I bought about fucking 10 pairs from this guy. He's a collector from back in the day. These are actually used. All the other ones were new, but man, they're still really nice. I had to get them. Look at these shorts. Oh my fucking goodness, guys. Look at these. Yeah, they're pretty used, as you can tell. But man, fucking TapouT, man. Check out these fucking shorts, guys. Pretty nice. I'm gonna go weigh in with these right now.
Way easier for him.
Whoever he retreats, you're much taller than them.
That 160.
You're talking about Arnaldo or Kaden? Gotcha. He's under 18.
Oh.
0 down, step
I'm assuming people that age were probably short.
Let's see. Who's last one?
They push you by age again, I forgot.
Yeah. Good rider. It's like very close to the age.
Just weighed in, guys, and I am about to have my post-weigh-in meal. My first meal of the day, really. All I've been able to do, guys, is drink water. All I've chosen to do, right? Not even proper drinks like this, right? It's been this strategy. But now we can get some full sips, and we got my Monster Energy. Look at that, guys. Monster. I'll be sponsored by Monster when I'm in the UFC in the future. This says vitamins, L-carnitine, taurine, B vitamin. I really just like the logo, guys. That's why I have a few t-shirts, a hoodie and shit. And I've tried a few before in the past. Fuck. You see, this is the problem when you have short fingernails like me. When you're too clean, guys, sometimes you gotta be nasty. You know, I'm kidding. And I'm pretty sure this is the classic flavor. I mean, it's the one that all the UFC fighters hold. And I've tried it before. I just don't remember how it tastes. So let's see. That's some good shit, guys. Fuck. It's $2.99 and I'm not rich, but that's some good fucking shit. Yeah. Yeah, I tried Bang Energy before a few times because Colby, I used to like Colby, and he was sponsored by them, and he had these really funny promos. The aftertaste was not ideal of it, though. I've never tried Red Bull. Just, no offense, it seems disgusting to me. Like, just the logo and the blue color, it seems, I get the impression it will taste horrible. But I do plan on fighting with some Red Bull shorts one day, so I might have to try it out. But yeah, this is fucking good, guys. I like it. Check out my meal. Get some dried noodles, eggs, chicken, steak. Got a little bit of everything. Fucking hell, guys. Fuck. This is good. Ven, Bernie. Toma, ven. Brinca. Ven, brinca. Ándale, brinca. Dame la mano, ven. Ven. Brinca. Oh, muy bien. I gave him a whole bowl of this actually yesterday. Then I had to take him outside so he can go take a shit. Anyways, guys, weigh-in complete. 126. Listen, I'm an amateur right now, but I behave like a professional. I'm pretty sure I'm the guy, when I got there and weighed in, the guy told me there's another guy that just weighed in at 120, so they might change my opponent. But the weight classes there are 10 pounds, so if you register for 120, you have to be beneath 130 pretty much, right? I walk around 133, 135. Unlike last time, this weight cut, I was actually eating like once a day with some snacks. I was cutting down on my quantity. Still not the healthiest, but I was cutting down on my quantity, so I consistently was dropping my weight. And then I just did a few pounds weight cut right now, right? Last time it was more so just like the weight cut on the Friday of the weigh-in. But say they don't change my opponent. This guy, like I told you, much more experienced than me, heavier than me. I didn't even have to do this, guys. But the lesson here is to be a fucking professional and be a man of your word. I registered for 120. I'm going to make the fucking weight. Even if I didn't have to, I'm going to make the weight, right? And also, Monster Energy to unleash the fucking beast. Guys, tomorrow, I'm going to unleash the fucking beast, guys. I'm going to go pack my bag right now. I'll show you that. But as far as now, Monster Energy. I'm going to eat. The beast is going to get fueled up. He's going to pack his bag. He's going to wake up tomorrow, do his grooming, walk his dog, have breakfast, and he will be unleashed under 24 hours.
Defending themselves accordingly, with the risk, without the risk of getting hurt, they can go to a third tiebreaker round. That is pretty much it for our rules meeting today, guys.
Circle out! Circle out!
On deck, mat 1, Bella, Reska, and Janessa Duke. On deck, mat 2, Resme, Mom, and Miguel Rodriguez. On deck, mat 3, Kyle Cruz,
Yes, sir, Enrique. There you go.
Enrique, more volume! Enrique, more pressure!
Come on, Enrique.
Big round of applause for the guys. Wow, great fight, both you guys.
Come on, Enrique. Get it out! Get it out, Enrique!
There you go. Wait.
Good job. Dalila. All right, guys. That brings us to our next matchup. Mat 1, Bella, Reska, and Janessa Duke. You guys are up right now. You guys are up on mat number 1. On deck.
Hey, we gon' ball, never fall. I put my head up and told them ground me. Tell them they time up. I said it once, I'ma say it again. This here be my year. I ain't gon' show no fear. I know they tree in that order. I'm the Trojan when I'm wearing that jacket. I was down, now I'm up. Now I was an underdog. Finna break the rules, and we gon' make them too. I can't fall asleep, I gotta stand tall. That's what a leader do. The champions. Hey, we.
All right, guys, so I just fought. As you can see, I'm still in Santa Cruz. I'm walking past the Kaiser Permanente Arena where I competed in Nogi about 3-4 weeks ago. And yeah, I'm gonna go back home now, break down the fight. Now, guys, we are back here in San Jose, finishing off the monster, headed home. vacío que se siente cuando tú no estás. Me hace sentir más perdido que el sol, más oscuro que la medianoche. Good old Mexican music. Today is Tuesday, September 24th of the year 2024. And I'm doing the fight breakdown just now, guys. Now, it is about 5:12, 5:13 in the morning. Got the little Monster Energy, guys. I'm becoming addicted to these, man. I thought they would... I did not think these would be as bad as, like, Red Bull, per se, even though I've never tried Red Bull, but I was a bit close-minded. But, man, look, we got the second one right here. I drank this one yesterday, that's why there's a little bit left, right? Hans, I'm going to need that Monster sponsorship, my man. That's later in the future, right? Ready to go to the Jiu-Jitsu Nogi. I'll leave in about like 20 minutes. Look, check out, right, guys? Got the fit already. The OG TapouT Vale Tudo shorts. And yeah, like I told you guys, I took the bus back, right, to San Jose. It was about a 50-minute bus. I arrived at the SAP Center. Yeah, I think it's called. Not the Civic Center, the SAP Center. I think that's in Anaheim, California, here in San Jose. And got a ride, got home, showered, unpacked, walked my dog, and went out with some people. We had some dinner, right? Then got back home, slept, and Sunday I pretty much just stayed here at home, went out to do some groceries, right? Did some cooking. Then Monday, yesterday, went to school, we trained, right? And did some cleaning, right? I cleaned the apartment, some more cooking, and here we are, guys, doing the fight breakdown, right? Now, this one, guys, there's so many things that I'm going to go over, right? First of all, let me make it very clear, guys. I am in no way, coping or anything or trying to make excuses, right? If there is something about me that is very good and very important and that I want you guys to learn from, is that I'm very honest with myself. Even if I rarely I fucked up bad. Like, I'm not a retard, right? But here I made mistakes, right, guys? I've made mistakes in other areas of life. And when I make mistakes, you either sack up and you own up to them so you become a better man, or you don't, right, guys? You stay stagnant. I'm not going to fucking stay stagnant, right? Now, leading into this, guys, I competed in Nogi like 3 weeks ago. My feet were like this. They're much better now. I was taking care of myself. I'm very hygienic, clean guy. Showered like 2-3 times a day. I was using the ointment. I was using these sprays, taping them up, right? But still, it was very uncomfortable to be kicking and kicking and kicking, all the Muay Thai shit that we do with the legs, right? It was quite uncomfortable. Then I told you I couldn't really sprint properly. I've had a lot of pain just beneath my calves. Right now, I've been going to I'm always swimming, right? Right now, because of school and stuff, the time the pool opens is a bit difficult more. But I swim, and now in the hot tub, right, there's this thing called the jets, I think is what they're called, where there's like pressure going out. So I've been getting in there, massaging my leg, right, doing a lot of foam rolling. It's getting better, but it was pretty painful. I couldn't really sprint properly, right? And I was so unsure of whether or not I was going to fight, because the big thing with this one, like I told you guys, was in my last 2 competitions, right, the Nogi one and the fight, which were literally fucking two weeks back to back, right? I had no injuries leading up to them. I did slack off a bit for the striking one, right, for my fight. And for the Nogi one, I really put in the work, but I had no injuries, right? Leading into this one, I had some injuries. It was very uncomfortable, very painful. I was so unsure, so there was all that, right? And we fought, guys, and I kid you not, guys, the way, I'll get to this in a second, right? But as far as the fight went, right, I went in there, right, I warmed up. I wanted to go a bit lighter this time for my warm-up, because last time maybe I was a bit paranoid, but I was like, I'm not sure if the warm-up got me a bit tired, but I wanted to go a bit lighter on the warm-up. But I was ready. I was present. I waited for the dude for like 2 minutes because his corner was courting some other dude, right? We go in. We are there. We're looking at each other, right? We hug, I showed a lot of respect. I'm always going to show a lot of respect. I think that's great, even though, I might be very controversial here and I might talk shit at some point to my opponents. I'm going to show respect because they rightfully earn it. They got balls. We're fighting. Nothing personal. Respect, right? We go in. We're fighting. And a big mistake that I made, guys, is unlike last time. Like, I was serious, but I didn't go in there with the I'm going to rip your fucking head off mindset. I went in there with I'm just gonna fight. And you can't go in there with that fucking mindset, guys. Even though it's a PMT, you know, if you brutally knock someone out cold, you're gonna get DQ'd. Knockouts happen all the time. Fights get stopped, right? That's the way you should be going into the fight, right? Because this guy, everything he threw with full intent, and I felt it, right? I only had a little scuffle here on my nose, it's gone, and a little thing on my lip, but he threw everything with full intent. Now, if you're looking back at the fight, right, you guys can look at it right now. The first round was pretty damn competitive, right? I corrected a big mistake I made last time, which was I throw a lot of looping hooks, which is not always that bad, but you want to make your hooks more like this, right, guys? Not like this all the time, right? More like this. I corrected that mistake. I was landing shots. I knocked his head back a few times, right? Moved around a bit. My cardio was really good for this one, guys. I think that's something that I might have been a bit too much into my head because I would bike to the gym for months, right? I do like 2 to 3 hours a day. I grapple, MMA, you know, sparring, no-gi rolling, all that shit takes a toll, like, on you, right? And that builds up your cardio. So my cardio was really good. It might have just been that my first fight, you know, it was my first fight, so I got more tired. But I didn't feel any problems with the cardio. But I went in there with that bad mindset, guys, and I did not follow my fucking game plan. My game plan so far, as my style, is to switch stances a lot. I don't feint as much as I should, but I do feint. Use a lot of leg kicks. Use a lot of straights, some hooks, right? Move around, head kicks, right? Be creative with my kicks, question mark kicks, wheel kicks, and shit like that. But a lot of hands, a lot of moving around, getting in, getting out, guys. And I didn't fucking do that. Something I learned here is that I need to start pressuring more because pressuring works a lot even if you're a shorter guy. Because right now, right, my style, I'll just blitz in and go out, which is great. But I should also pressure. I should also use that as my style, right, guys? So not only did I not fucking pressure, but when I was getting backed up, which you saw this a lot in the fight, right? I wasn't even cutting angles. I was just being a fucking idiot. Like, there's something called range in fighting, right? You're either in range to get hit, not in range to get hit, something in between, right, guys? You want to be safe, right? And when he's coming in, you want to be ready to fucking go, right? The main mistake that I made technically was just that I didn't keep my hands tighter. I kept them more like this, right? I was trying to be too much like Paco from fucking Bloodsport. I didn't check any leg kicks, right, guys? And it was competitive, but even though he was pressuring me, you don't exactly, that does look good. But the main thing with his shots was since my shots were like more of a exhibition fight and he was going all the way in, my head would get knocked back a couple times, right? And then we go to the second round, and that's where he picked it up. You know, that's where he picked it up. And I got into my head, guys. As much as that makes me look bad, I got into my head. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. That's exactly what happened, you know? So with about 20 seconds left, at one point, I'm stepping off, right? I'm stepping off. I was trying to create an angle. He throws the perfect right hand, and that just makes me go back, right? So I stumbled for a sec. And then the ref looked at me, he sent me to my corner, and then the fight got stopped, right? I felt a lot of shame. I was extremely mad at myself. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I even fucking cried for a second, you know? I don't cry, guys. I that's something I never really do. But I was just so fucking furious at myself because I could not believe that I just lost the fight, you know? Hey, Khabib was defeated in the amateurs. He won undefeated pro. That could still be me, right? I'm not saying I'm Khabib, but I wanted to never lose, right, guys? And I fucking lost. And the big thing there was, guys, I know I could have done so much better. That's why I was so pissed off, right? I showed respect to my opponent. I talked with him after. Something that kind of caught me off guard was he had you might not be able to see it well in the video, but he had a Masonic tattoo on his chest. So I went up and I spoke with him after. I was like, hey, man, are you a Mason brother? And then we talked for a bit. And, you know, all the respect to that guy. But I'm sure that if I were to spar with him, I'd do very well. Let alone in MMA. I don't know if he grapples, but my MMA skills are getting much better, right? But I know I do much better, guys. I've had hard fucking rounds in the gym. I've gone with people who have had many more fights than me. And I've had moments where I land clean shots, where I block clean shit. I'm much better than that performance fucking shows. But you know what, guys? All that shit, all that training, fuck it, that's training. What counts is the fight. And if I go out there and I fuck it up, right, guys? Because the reason I got into my head, right, was, and again, I'm not making excuses, I'm just saying it how it is. They posted the fights on Tuesday, I think, and I checked them, and I was fight number 17. And then the day that and then they removed the fights, right? They've done that before for the PMTs. They posted fights on early in the week, then they removed them, right? So they posted the fights, right? And then on the day of Saturday, right, it's like a 15-minute drive from where I'm at here in San Jose to Santa Cruz to the boardwalk where I fought. They hadn't posted the fights until like 10:50, 11 a.m., right when I was on the road. And I kid you not, guys, I had an intuition in me. I told you, I'm not religious, Lucifer, Jesus, Satan, whatever. I don't believe in that stuff, but I do believe in energy. I do believe in, not psychics, but, having abilities to, like, read the future and visions, and I do believe in that stuff. I think there's people that have abilities for that. There's a woman that I met a long time ago that helped me out with many things in my life that, literally, she told me so many things that were going to happen in my future, and they happened exactly like she told me. So I really do believe in that stuff. And I had a vision, guys, that they were, an intuition mainly, that they were going to make my fight much more advanced, right? And what do you know? I checked the fucking fights, and I'm fight number 5 now. And what do you fucking know? There was traffic. There was an accident or some shit like that. It got really delayed. So the fucking nerves that I was feeling, not of the fight, of whether or not I will make it in time. God fucking damn, guys, I felt a lot of fucking nerves, man. And I kid you not, I got a buddy, right? I train with a lot. You guys have seen him, right? He texted me before. He was like, hey, don't kill the guy, right? I fucking kid you not that I had a vision, guys. I had a vision that he texted me something like that, and I texted him, the fight got stopped, I got caught, whatever. Literally, exactly what fucking happened. I had a vision of that, guys. Now I know a lot of you will say I'm coping, I got hit in the head too hard, right? But this spiritual shit, like being able, like, if you know, right, guys? There's people that can see the future, and I'm not saying I'm one of them, but I know I do have some ability. I have very good intuition. I read people very well. I believe in energy. And I've been able to see things before, and not just deja vu, like, oh, I've been here before. I've been able to see things before they happen, guys. And as much as I don't believe in God, just because I have more faith in me and getting shit done than putting faith in somebody else, I really hope he exists and he helps people. A lot of people need him, right? Maybe this was a message from God, guys. Maybe this was meant to happen. And I don't like that because it sounds mediocre. It like takes away accountability from me fucking up my performance. But really, guys, maybe I was supposed to lose to learn some fucking lessons, guys. And those lessons were, number one, I'm never, ever, ever going to compete or fight again unless I'm sure. None of this fucking fat shit of, we just competed, we're 3 weeks out, my toes are all fucked up, we gotta make a decision. But then 1 week out, I registered Monday, guys. Oh, I don't know if fuck that fat shit, guys. I'm either all in or I'm all out. And I see it all the time in the UFC. Alex Pereira fought with a broken toe. Vandalay had like a broken rib a long time ago. Guys go into fights with injuries all the fucking time. That's not the issue with me. The issue with me is with being unsure. If I'm injured or I'm not injured, I gotta make a decision whether or not I'm gonna fucking fight or compete. So that's the first mistake, right? Being unsure. Fucking, I'm pretty decisive, guys. I'm a pretty decisive man, but I really fucked this one up. And the second and third one go hand in hand, guys, and they're that. And the reason I cried as well and I was so disappointed was because, guys, when I look at myself in the mirror, I don't see a bitch. I'm not a bitch, guys. A bitch doesn't go out there and fight. I'm the smallest guy at the gym, and I've gone some hard rounds with people much bigger than me. I'm not a bitch, guys. I've always had food. I've always had a place to sleep, but I didn't have a very nice childhood, guys. I've had a decently hard life in some ways. I've seen some very nasty things. All that shit, getting into working out young, learning jiu-jitsu, and now this, it just made me more and more confident. And I know I got big fucking nuts. But to have gotten into my head and let the pressure come in, listen, guys, never the pressure of, oh, there's people watching. Fuck that, guys. Even this time that I lost, you know what I did? People even came up to me. I gave them a good fucking fight. That's my goal all the time. To win and to give people good fucking fights. They pay their hard-earned money to go see, even if it's just a PMT, or once they make it to the UFC, they paid their hard-earned money, they want to have a good time, I'm going to give them a good fucking time, right, guys? But I got into my head because of all these outside factors, the injuries, the fucking not training properly because of the injuries, the fucking weight of the fight, and then this retarded mindset of, I'm just going to go there and fight, instead of I'm going to go out there and fuck him up, right, guys? I realized that I'm a tough fucking guy. I know I'm not a bitch, but I lack that bite down on your mouthpiece. Let's fucking go, tough guy. I made a lot of improvements, guys, from being not all that tough, right? I've always been tough, but, not as tough as I am now, to getting tougher and tougher. But now when I'm missing, I think, I know, guys, I've shown it before in sparring sessions. I've had it before where I stand and bang with people. but I missed it that day. And overall, I need to work on that shit. I need to have that fucking bite down on your mouthpiece, max all the way. Let's fucking go, right, guys? And you know, the second and third one, the other thing is letting outside things influence you, right, guys? And that's the thing that I've seen before, like the stress quote. I'm rambling too much. I'm gonna end it right now, right, guys? But the last thing I want to leave you with is there's a quote that goes somewhere along the lines of the people, right? Again, guys, this is why you got to have longer fingernails, not like me. The people that succeed the most in life, guys, right? You know, this is mainly used for fucking entrepreneurship, right? But of any venture, any realm of human endeavor, right? Those who will succeed most are those who have the ability to perform under pressure, right? And to deal with pressure well. And like I told you, you know, having people watch me, I fucking like that shit, you know, validation, attention, it's all good, right? There's a couple hot chicks at the fights, that's cool. But you gotta have that ability to tune all that outside noise and all whatever it is out and perform well. And I have that to an extent, but I don't fully, because I let the injuries and mainly the weight of the fight get into my head, right? But like I said, you know, I had a vision, so maybe I'm just wrong. It was all meant to be. But either way, meant to be or my fuck up, you know, a combination of both. I learned some very valuable lessons, guys. I don't regret taking the fight. I actually had another fight booked. Then they put me in fight number 20, and my leg was chewed up. And I was in my head, guys. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take my time, reflect on this, and I'm gonna come back stronger, you know. I spoke with my coach, very honest, you know, he's a fucking G, he's the man. I couldn't have a better coach. He's happy that I spoke with him, and he told me what I need to hear, that thing, you know. I got the skills, I'm very technical, guys. I'm a good fucking fighter. I know I am. But you gotta have everything, you know. So I'm gonna develop this. I'm gonna make adjustments. We're now basically 3 full months away from this year coming to an end. I have done what I promised myself to do, which is to stay active, right? I'm competing next in 3 weeks' time in jiu-jitsu, right? That's why I'm now doing double sessions a day, doing some no-gi. I'm going to go right now, right, guys? I'm actually leaving in a few minutes. I'll just keep staying active. I'm going to do this jiu-jitsu one. I'm probably not going to do the one in November because Johnny Bones is fighting, and it would be such a shame for him to retire and for me to have never watched the GOAT fight, even though there's no guarantee it will happen. And, you know, if fucking Stipe pulls out and Tom's there, I don't know if he'll take it. He didn't take the one against Chael. But still, there's a chance he fights. A good chance he fights. And I looked at it, guys. Believe me, I looked at the plane tickets and shit. And I was like, man, the adult competition's on Sunday. If I'm on a plane back from New York at like 3 fucking a.m. New York time, that will be like, what, 12 a.m. here? I'll sleep on the plane. I'll get here. I'll shower, you know. I'll eat something on the plane. I'll walk my dog. Then I'll go and then I'll compete. But there's no guarantees because last time I competed at 7:45 p.m., who the fuck knows? Maybe this time it's at 9:45 a.m., you know? So there's one in Fremont in January. At that point, I only had a few privates with my coach. So I'll do that one, you know? And as far as striking PMT's MMA, I really want to make my amateur MMA debut this year. My MMA coach thinks I'm ready. I know I'm fucking ready with all the skills. I just... This really shot the bed, you know? This mindset thing. And it's something that my coach really wants... My head coach, right? Really wants to see me improve. So, I know I'll be ready even though I made this mistake. I'm ready to fight MMA this year. But unfortunately, guys, it's not entirely up to me. It's mainly up to my coach who will get me the fight. So, as the year progresses, I'll talk with him. But I'll tell you this, as much as a Muay Thai fight, I'm not looking to step back. I don't know when the next one is. He hasn't told us yet. But if it's like in like a month, I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to take some time to do some hard sparring to really callous this shit into my fucking brain. So I can make this adjustment, right? As well as getting stronger, right? I wanted to take a few months next year, like 3 months to like get bigger. I'm getting bigger already, getting a bit stronger, but just keep on doing it. But now I'll do that, but I'll mainly take this time to really get that into my brain. Because once I have that combined with the skills, who the fuck is going to stop me? In the Bay Area, in California, in the US, in the world, who the fuck is going to stop me? No one, guys. No one is going to fucking stop me. I promise that to myself, and I will show it to you guys when I fight. But oh well. We'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know. And the content's coming soon, guys. I've already recorded a few videos. I'm editing now. I'll be done with school soon. I actually have some pretty interesting video ideas planned. I'm going to discuss them with somebody and see if we actually make them come to fruition. regarding the election and some pretty cool interviews, right, guys? Some pretty cool things. But anyways, that's it for this one, guys. As always, this is 20 minutes longer content, goddamn. I know I talked a lot, but I really do appreciate you being here. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to this. And I'll make the adjustments, guys. Thank you. On to the next one, guys.